So I have my storm door laid out on my sawhorses, nice and flat like this. And this will work for a left hand and a right hand swing. This one is an Andersen 400 series, but it should be pretty similar for other brands as well. So I'm gonna open this box. They actually have a line right here, so you cut towards the top. And we'll cut it all the way around and open it up, see what we got. Carefully, because there is a door in there. You can flip this over. Before I lose this stuff, I'll take this all out. This is the door handle, the door closer, or piston. And these are just some brackets to help you with your installation. I'll show you how to use those, but I'll put this stuff aside. This out before it falls. And this, any of this stuff. It's loose. And of course, the instructions. So I have my door laying on its side right here on the latch side. So this is the hinge side. This is the front of the door. This is the back of the door. This has a screen. You pull this glass down and a screen comes out, which is nice. And what we're gonna do is install the hinge. But first I need to take off this little screw right here and this screw right here. The two in the middle. You can just use an extension, by the way. Good. So they do provide a drill bit that you're going to need for this step, and you're going to use 1-inch unpainted screws. And you're going to grab your hinge and just set it there like this so you understand how it gets installed. Again, this is the face. This is where you would attach to the brick molding or whatever trim you have, and it's going to swing like this. So now I want to take this hinge right here, the second one from the bottom, and that is going to line up with the screw you took out here. And you're going to want to install one of these screws. So this is going to hang down this way, so that's fine. And then you just want to make sure all your hinges are not like this, basically. So you want to pull them all up, make sure they sit in that groove, and you work your way down. This one is all set, and then this one, get that to sit right there, and then this is going to be passed on the top about 3/16 of an inch. So that's fine like that. And now we're going to attach all these hinges. So I'm going to hold this just like that, use the drill bit to basically just get through the metal. You can go into the wood a little bit if you want. I'm not going to go too far. I want these screws to get a nice hold on them. And I can attach these screws and work my way down. Don't forget about this one, like I did. I have my door back up on the sawhorses, and it's hanging over so that I can just turn this hinge, and then we're going to attach this right here. I want to center it in the door. Just come this way a little bit. I'll just give it a little tap just to center it. Check the other side. A little bit more. Good. Now I just want to make sure this is all the way up. Now I'm going to take my drill bit, as long as this is centered and tight to the bottom of the door, and I'm going to put a pilot hole right here just to get through the metal, right at the bottom of this slot. That way I can adjust this down if I need to. Just got through the metal there. Same thing on the other side. Definitely don't go through the door. And then you can take the 1/2-inch painted head screws from that same bag that you used to attach the hinge and just run them in here. So on the door sweep right here, you're going to want to install this sweep fin. You can see this little triangle piece right here. That's where it attaches into this groove. And you just slide it in like this all the way. So this can be a little tricky, this part. I'm just going to slide this back so you can see. You basically want to crimp this. So I'm going to put some needle nose pliers in just like this and crimp that. So extend that more, and then like this, Squeeze nice and hard. You just want to make sure that's not going to move so the fin stays in there. And do the same thing on the other side. You might mess it up a little bit, but you really have to squeeze that tight. That's good. Now I'm going to cut this fin off even with the door. I'm going to use a utility knife, but you can also use scissors. Just try and make a straight cut. It moves a little bit. That's why I'm saying you really got to tighten that down. So now I'm going to install these little helpers. I'm going to go about 6 inches up, approximately. And this one goes right here. And then this one, I actually have to loosen this screw. And it goes like this, tight like that, and then I'll just tighten that back up just a little bit. So on the hinge side, since this is a right or a left swing door, the handle could go here, so they have this slot. You're gonna want to fill that with this piece, and look at this, MCO. This is an MCO door. Andersen, MCO, must be the same thing. Did not know that. So that's gonna cover this. You're gonna wanna leave the styrofoam in there. Make sure it's sitting flat. I'm gonna use the drill bit, just get through the metal again. Take these color match screws. These are in the door handle kit along with this.